In today's video, we're going to look at what I consider the ultimate passive income asset. There are many different assets out there, all of which have relatively large amount of risk for any passive income. What we're going to be going over today is an asset type that gives us consistent passive income, low risk, principal protection, tax advantages, and leveraging capabilities. And for many people, it's the last place they would expect to find it. Let's check it out. When studying financial products and strategies, the inquisitive entrepreneur or investor may look at many different paths, different wealth generation vehicles. Stocks, bonds, real estate, farmland, starting or buying a small business are all common vehicles and assets to build personal wealth. That said, the savvy investor usually wants a little bit more. They don't just want an asset, they want the best asset. They want stable growth, they want limited to no market downside exposure, maybe something they can use as leverage, tax-free profits. But the number one thing that tops the list is passive income. Passive income seems to garner the imaginations of every investor. The problem, though, is that none of these common vehicles are truly passive. And if they have a passive element to them, they tend to have substantial market risk that defeats or ruins the whole model. I can buy bonds for fixed income, but I have to pay a tax on my gains, and the bond market can fall apart, as we saw in 2022, and erode my principal. I can buy and hold stocks, but I don't get much yield and I'm exposed to market risk all the time. Not to mention, if I sell, I have to pay capital gains tax. Real estate investing? As someone who invests and manages his own real estate portfolio, I can tell you that real estate investing is nowhere near close to passive. Not only that, but you are dependent on a fickle and unpredictable input, the renter. You want a passive asset that can be useful now, useful later, and if we can get it tax-free, then all the better. So how can we accomplish all these things? It seems like an impossible task. Well, there is one asset that allows passive compound growth, safe principal protection, leveraging abilities, as well as tax-deferred growth slash tax-free access. It also happens to be the one asset class that everyone trips over, permanent life insurance, specifically whole life insurance.